What is going on, guys? DBG here, and this is a video that I gotta make because I've gotten about 10 DMs about this. I'm in a group chat where people are talking about this, and I gotta give my 2 cents on the entire situation. And honestly, it's something Spotlight Sim related, and I think that people might be reading too much into this, but I also can't deny that the theories make a lot of sense. People's theories make a lot of sense about this, but at the same time, it's a tweet from Ronnie. So how are we I don't know what this could mean. So I'm going to give my theory on the whole situation. I'm going to say, I'm not going to give a prediction. I'm going to tell you guys the best case scenario will be, but also make sure do not get your hopes up. Do not sit there being like certain thing is guaranteed. I'm going to talk about the reasons why I think we could see something, especially obviously Spotlight Sims. We know I'm talking to Spotlight Sims. I'm going to be talking about the reasons we could see Spotlight Sims, the hints we have, well, not even the hints we have, the fact that Ronnie could have tweeted out a hint for them, and also the reasons why I think there's potential that we're not seeing Spotlight Sims. So, anyway, now let's get on to the tweet. Again, we're going to discuss this quite briefly. So I know I've been tweeting with WWE a lot. Thanks for being with me, yada, 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 yada. But what if I told you I have a huge NBA 2K dream coming tomorrow? Stay tuned for that one. Any guesses? Retweets, spread the word. So, most of the replies are either just stuff about fix your game, which is going to happen, but Spotlight Sims in my team. Yo, in fact, just like Ronnie, you trying to say something about Spotlights. Park's dead, so hopefully my team. And I will say that, this is the time of the year where Park is on a downward. Park goes on a downward spiral after December and doesn't really pick up again until the massive content creators. I mean, the Aidens and the Flight start wagering. Park doesn't pick up again. However, my team, this is the start of my team being kind of booming. His All-Star weekend. It's the start of it. Hakeem because Dream. If it ain't NBA Street, come back, whatever. The community's dream is to make at least my players, whatever. I couldn't care less about my career. I know people do. I'm not saying it's pointless to get work in it, but I just don't care about it. All-Star Sims with Hakeem as the reward. That's not what I read it as, but I think that's a legit theory. People are tagging my team, guys. People are talking about spotlights, and I think at this stage in the game, there's no real way to monetize Park that well. Whereas you can obviously, All-Star weekends where you're trying to bring players into my team. So the thing from Jacob saying here, my guess is Hakeem is the reward for new Spotlight Sims, hence the dream. I think that's what makes the most sense from reading this. Knowing how my team works, that is what makes the most sense from Ronnie's tweet. Because, let's be real. We're saying we have a huge NBA dream coming tomorrow. Stay tuned. If it's not about Hakeem, it's just confusing. There's no other way. A huge NBA dream. He doesn't say a dream of mine for 2K, something like that. He says an NBA 2K dream. The only thing that really makes sense in that scenario is Hakeem Olajuwon coming. So, first of all, that is a big reason. This tweet is a reason why there's a good chance we see Spotlight Sims. Another reason is, again, game goes on sale. A free grind just as the game goes on sale is one of the smartest things 2K can do as a company. It is one of the smartest things 2K can do. Get your players playing the game mode. Because 2K would rather every single player in the game play my team. And people are like, oh no, they don't. They don't care. They just want the money. It's yeah, they do. That's true. But the more money comes from my team. And for anyone saying, oh, they don't really care. Park's the bigger mode. They care more about Park. They don't. There's a reason why 8 of the 40 rewards are my team rewards for Park level 40. They clearly want people to go from... They clearly want Park players playing my team. And then something like Spotlight Sims for someone as good as a Hakeem would be huge. As well as that, Hakeem Olajuwon is the perfect reward player for Spotlights. And if you don't know what I mean by that, basically, Hakeem is not a pack seller. Hakeem is a secondary opal. He is a secondary card. No one is going to buy packs where Hakeem is the main card in those packs. It's just simply the truth. He is not a big enough name that he can sell packs by himself. But what he is he's a big enough game that he can get people hyped to play the game. He's a big enough name that he can get people hyped to play the game. Same with DeRozan, same with Devin Booker, same with I mean, Tatum could have, I think, sold packs. I actually think Tatum could have sold packs, which is kind of crazy. We got them for free. But that's normally the way 2K do it. It's someone that's not going to sell packs that 2K build the whole Spotlight thing around. As well as that, we had All-Star Spotlight Sims last year. They came out on the Wednesday last year. It all would kind of make sense leading into the All-Star packs. You bring in the logic of you bring in a bunch of players. You get a bunch of guys within the first 2 days. They're able to get a bunch of these pink diamonds. You bring them into the game, and then you release the Dark Matters into packs, so that a lot of people might think, oh crap, these Dark Matters are way better than the cards that I grind for. Let me go and buy packs. It makes a lot of sense, but doesn't mean it's guaranteed. And I'm going to explain the reasons why. So, let's look at my team right here. And yeah, I was looking for just random things, some Rafinha. And to be fair, like Real Madrid did try to shithouse win against PSG. I was just like, surely I'm not the only one who thought that. And PSG were brilliant, by the way. PSG, Messi, Mbappe, they were brilliant today. They were absolutely brilliant. And then I'm always in fear of Rafinha leaving. I mean, I couldn't even care less as long as we keep Calvin Phillips. Get rid of him. Go to riddance. He's had 1 foot out the door since January. He's been useless our last 3 games. Get rid of him. If we can get 60, 70 million for him, I'd take that in the summer. But we saw nothing. And one of the big reasons is we saw absolutely nothing here. We saw no hints. Last year, again, we saw them pop up on the database. This year, we've seen nothing. Again, I could post this and they could pop up on the database later, but it's unlikely. It's highly, highly unlikely. You would think with something as big as Spotlight Sims that 2K would tweet about it. That 2K would be out here tweeting about Spotlight Sims. That they would be out here like hyping it up because it is such a big thing in the community. Like, I will say that we would be a hell of a lot more excited, like knowing Spotlight Sims were coming, than tomorrow, like not having a breeze. Like we would be way, way more excited, sitting here knowing that like there's a chance, or knowing for a fact the Spotlight Sims are coming, than then speculating, because the worst case scenario is that right now that tweet from Ronnie was cryptic enough that people are reading it as Spotlight Sims with Hakeem, which it could well be. And the thing is, the position 2K are now in is that because of that tweet, if there's no Spotlight Sims, there's going to be carnage. There's going to be uproar. And if there is Spotlight Sims, people aren't going to be as hyped because it's only speculation, and because people have realized that like there's no point expecting something until we specifically see it. Because again, we heard about the Tatum grind, although the Booker grind, we didn't find that out until today. So it's a really confusing one. There's no way to confirm or deny it. And we're left in this limbo situation right now. And like in other years, I would have gotten hyped in this situation. I would have been hyped. I would have read Ronnie's tweet as, oh yeah, Spotlight Sims are coming. But right now, I'm just reading Ronnie's tweet as some random cryptic stuff. I'm assuming there's nothing coming tomorrow. If Spotlight Sims come tomorrow, great. Absolutely brilliant, lads. If we get Spotlight Sims in my team tomorrow, we should be delighted. We should be extremely happy. If we don't get Spotlight Sims, then obviously 2K never actually tweeted about them, so we can't be too annoyed. Because again, like I'm sitting here being like, look, I gotta be somewhat the voice of reason here, because I'm someone that I will be, if there's no Spotlight Sims tomorrow, I will be slightly disappointed. And I'm another one of those people that I did read Ronnie's tweet as, like I read this tweet as Spotlight Sims with Hakeem. Maybe it's because I'm that blinded by my team, but that's how I read the tweet. And then maybe it's because I was looking at, look, this is when we had it last year, a lot of things, and it would be the smart decision for 2K to release them at this exact time. But you just don't know. That's what I was hoping for. But you just don't know. So, what is my gut instinct? My gut instinct is that we're getting nothing. My ideal scenario is we get Spotlight Sims with Hakeem Olajuwon. It would bring in a lot of new players into the game, especially with Dark Matters coming out, because the first Spotlight Sims pretty much have to have a 98 overall as their reward, and if they come out after 99 overalls are already out, then look, that kind of defeats the whole purpose, and no one's really going to care that much about Spotlight Sims. Because I'm cool with moments in a month and stuff, especially even next month it being a 98 overall, but still, we just gotta think to ourselves, like, what's the best way for the timeline to work? And that's, for me anyway, I think this is going to be the good way in the last week of Season 4. It's Spotlight Sims are there for the full time. and it'll help in new players because the game is going on sale right now. But at the end of the day, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, and there is probably, I would say there's maybe a 40% chance that Ronnie's talking about Hakeem Olajuwon. I think the last time Ronnie tweeted something big was coming to my team was about the fucking parrot for the Legend Award. So I think there's a 60% chance this is nonsense. This is for nothing. This is probably not even my team related, but there is still that little chance that it is Spotlight Sims. So lads, I'm not getting my hopes up, but I'm also kind of like, I am getting my hopes up. As much as I hate to say it, I am getting my hopes up. I'm not going to tweet anything out angry tomorrow if it doesn't come. I'm not. I'm really not. I think it would be a smart decision from a business perspective for 2K to do it. I'm prepared. I'm hoping for the best. I'm also expecting the worst. That's always my logic with 2K. Hope for the best, pray for the best, expect the worst. Because at least when you're expecting the worst and then the best ends up happening, like moments in a month, things like that, like the Jason Tatum thing, then you're going to be super, super happy. Because if you expect the best and then 2K don't deliver, you're going to be extremely disappointed. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.